placed with Loud, and NRG getting overrun. Instantly, Galzine and Aspas break down Som and Ardis and draw first blood.
Actually, the pinch is perfect as well. The fault line, so precise. A double flank coming through from Bridge, but Tui's on hand for the first and the second. It's a Prime Gaming flawless to kick things off here on Fracture.
Ferocious start from Loud. We're learning as we go, and the purchase is hefty. Coming out from Loud here, 2 rifles on the board so far. Less and it's Aspas, yeah, with theirs, and it's just classics on 1 sheriff for Ardis. And that's all they've got. Proactive work to clear. But again, what do you do with it when you find out all that information? You still only really have classics here, trying to maybe get a read on the overall game. See what they can extrapolate early on.
Loud was so good at this, by the way, finding the space on A main and feeling no resistance there. And that mid-round in place to immediately punish it. But NRG are here, they have numbers.
They don't really have the weaponry to do it, but the flash is really solid. Less than Aspas still mowing them down. Hold on, there's a little bit of a fight back. But it is now just Ardis. Galzine is low, Sadak chipped away at, but Les still sitting pretty. Spike gonna be planted. Time is on their side.
We'll be able to retain that Phantom as well. So actually a Bulldog to round out the third. Slow burn rounds look better on this composition. The mid-rounding was so good from Sadak. I'm so curious to the pace we'll see here from NRG, particularly on the defense.
Nothing too out of sorts thus far.
They should catch both, actually.
Yeah, that actually probably will. They're in a whole lot of trouble. Yeah, they are in dire straits. FNS, actually, it's Victor on the swing that found the perfect timing to try and back him up just as FNS fell. He did manage to get the punish, but Les swings up towards tower. This plant does go in and safe to back away. 3v3 post plant now. Tui's though, gonna catch Crashies. Huh? How the hell did Tui see him then?
Seeing something we don't, that's for sure. Ardis now, a 1v3 once again. Can he get anything done here? Gotta consider just holding on to this rifle. But he wants another stab. We'll spot out Cow and Zine. That should force Loud a little deeper here. The fault line will catch.
Oh, sharp still. But I think he knows his days are numbered if he sticks around. Yeah, time to try and peel away from this. Stuck around long enough to take one with him, but still. This pace from Loud is good, and you got to say, for me, once again, Tui's, what an outstanding addition. Oh, this lovely stuff still. Keeping hold of the rifle, taking them away. You can at least keep Loud.
And it's reminiscent, at least here, in the first 3 rounds of what we saw on Split. That commitment to overwhelm. Right, Tui's just got 2 blind. Yeah, just 2 blind headshots through the smoke. Exactly. Sting is here to round out, actually, to complement this rifle in the hands of Ardis.
Oh, he's trying it, Ardis. A valid attempt, just trying to be some sort of saboteur to this FNS. Deleted as Aspas strikes in the sight. Taking over tower, no more resistance. It's just the Stingers left here. The plant's in, Loud. Lovely on approach.
Will find another isolated here. Crashes
will
close that out. It is a 2v2 now. The Nano Swarm will find one, and actually a little fumble there, but Cow and Zine will clean it up. Beautiful adjustment as well. Ardis takes contact and the awareness to catch tower as well, at least the stairs out of tower.
Yeah.
Loud's ultimate's just about coming online now to work with. Aspas to invest his. Saving through here, potential to get the operator online in the next.
Ooh. The aggression on the test here. But Aspas exploding towards sight. No Som on the way through, but by now the spike's actually being safely ferried through. Cow and Zine gonna get a plant, very unorthodox thus far. Sadak might get the next layer of contact just around the corner. Great timing and completely unaware. NRG seems so out of it.
Hear this drop as well. Crashies isolated, but still finds one.
It's still a 2v3, it's possible.
Crashies has the Rolling Thunder. But they're both coming from the same side.
Oh, but Artis really heads up play, still just have that diligence in case Aspas was lingering. Dewey's, do they catch him? Yes, they do. But how do they clear that out? Or do they even have the time for this? Can they just start that defuse?
They could stick it. They
And
could
now
absolutely
Artis
stick
needs
this.
to defend this. Les needs to get involved. He has to try and do something. The stick on the defuse. They've answered back with a second to spare. First on the board for NRG.
Big investment from Loud, actually. See a couple of seconds difference here with the lockdown. It's a great awareness, though. As soon as they find this kill onto 2Es, they know they have the time. Put in a rough spot. And the aggression continues for NRG. Go through the space, but Victor find the information on the back of it, the smoke, to prevent any quick progress here on the side of Loud. But again, able to navigate their way through the absence on A main.
Oh, Les.
It's always Les and Sadak constantly pressuring here.
And look at the attention they've drawn. Craving a response, NRG responding kind, but now Victor not going to be able to, desperate to slow this down, and does really well to buy this amount of time.
The smoke almost going to seal the deal here. Loud should have access to sight, but they're hesitant.
Oh my god, Artis, turn around. Yeah, he's going to catch Les and send him to the Shadow Realm. Sadak going to burst on the site though. Loud should be able to get a plan out of this, but Artis on the way. The surround's going to come in. Sadak swings through, takes the fight towards CT as 2Es to succeed against Som. And now the push through again. Sadak going to double down on this aggression. Loud fighting for territory and winning it. And now FNS and Artis, what do you do? Up and above Artis! Decapitates, goes in, takes down Sadak, and now 2Es has to sit and watch as NRG fight their way back in.
Loud make the right decisions here. You can see the awareness of potentially Artis making his way all the way into Arcade already. The aggression comes through with the Rolling Thunder. Artis with two fantastic shots. Keeps Loud in check. Just 2 rounds separating them. The timing there almost. If Les, I think Les actually goes quick on the rope initially. About halfway, and I think that's why. Artis still catches him.
The trot, but they will be soon if they keep this sort of performance up.
First time really, FNS is going to be tested off the rip here, because there's a couple more bodies, but Artis has found the space once again. NRG continuing to try and pressure this north side of the map.
They've had free access here towards Sand though. We've seen it tested a couple of times. Crash is good for it, going to deny Sadak. Bulldog still in play though with 2Es. And 4 players very quickly here. Yes, Les is looking for that punish, but the commitment still looking like it's towards Sand, but not finding the success they really want. Smoke's going to come in. And NRG looking to confirm this. Maybe a little flash through, but it's going to be difficult. Yeah, there it is. Turned wonderfully. Crash is still good for 1. And yeah, it's just not threatening enough. 4 standing for NRG. And again, gap closed, but that wasn't that full purchase here for Loud.
It's the point where you do get a little concern. NRG slip back into a much deeper hold here.
Yeah, the tempo change from NRG is curious as well, seeing this stark contrast. And it looks like they want to get a little bit further aggressive towards Som. Towards drop, but it's actually Victor who remains unscathed by this utility early. We'll ensure no progress is made beyond this point, but they will lose control of Dish. So little by little, Loud trying to take over a little bit of this map after being kind of dictated to by NRG early on.
I think NRG with the correct read though. This is just a probe from Loud. Retrieve the orb. Still 3 members digging their heels in towards B site. I think actually,
double pump towards
yeah,
A.
This is almost perfect. Aspas should be able to dash onto site and create a lot of pressure. Perfect timing on the molly to slow things down though.
Really reading this well. 45 seconds here. Victor falls away, sits a little deeper. Yeah, gonna respect this. They didn't have that 3rd man to the site, didn't manage to cheat him over earlier on, so.
It's only the Rolling Thunder for the retake here for NRG. If Loud can get a free plant and reset off it,
yeah, they have.
It might be completely mitigated.
Yeah, and again, no pressure on the back line either towards A main. This is going to be difficult.
Yeah, they send it to site. It's not going to catch anything.
No, absolutely ineffective this time. Aspas still waiting patiently as well, over by drop. denies Som any chance to get into this retake. As FNS the one to see it though. Spots out one, does not see the second, already slipping through by Sand, but still up for the fight. Ardis being the tip of the spear, the defuse does begin. He's going to be putting his body on the line, he's going to be holding it down. Oh, lovely from Tui's though. And now just Crashies, and he's seen Loud finding adjustment really well towards the A side.
Tui's such a safe pair of hands. Two players being forced so deep in A main. NRG have the upper hand here.
Yeah.
FNS holding down the fort. This reset here.
Got Tui as well.
So clean with it.
Now this guy, see why he's on Loud. You can see why he was one of the high priority players to get into this roster. He looks marvelous. 10-6 for him, leading the board for Loud here.
Operator in the hands of Ardis here, so. Could be grounds for a little switch up here. Still proactive to clear through the north side. FNS going to be left on an island here. Adjustment of the trips as well. He's looking to try and shut down Aspas on this dash.
Well, let's see if it even comes into question. Already Ardis back on the case, but the timing just slips away. As Loud creep towards the site, and they're further ahead than expected. He could have a terrible surprise, but he's so aware. But Aspas is so quick. Denies Ardis any play this round.
But again, look at the setup in A main.
Yeah.
Les and Sadak again take the space.
But I'm looking towards Dish. They're quick to this time, quicker, should I say. Still able to put in a potential fight here. Obviously, Loud don't know how clear this site is. That window of chance is slowly but surely closing. But the site is now somewhat under Loud control. Yes, NRG have to peel away from that.
Flank coming in nice and early, though. You can see Crashies have his hands full. But Tui's needs to survive. He has the orbital strike here. So he's that late round piece here in the post plan. I think actually NRG considering just holding on to this operator.
Yep.
With Som bringing a stinger in, he will get the upgrade. They will ride this one out.
Yeah, that fragile economy would be brought in, would be a problem. Loud navigating this incredibly well though.
Do NRG switch up where they get aggressive here? I mean, A main always feels a little awkward to push through.
Yeah.
Especially without a raise in this composition as well. On the side of NRG. They need to prevent Les and Sadak from finding this space time and time again.
Yeah, this work from Loud is wonderful. Succeeding over by B.
I mean,
and this is the man who could have it. Ardis and FNS now exploring deeper options. That's the first blood they needed. A double dip though, maybe overdoing it. Aspas even this out, but Victor on the other side of the map. He wants a bit of the action too. And now Loud at the man deficit again.
This is exactly the type of adjustment I wanted to see. Aggression through B main here. And as soon as Loud feel that, they look to capitalize in A main. NRG this time around with 3 members to shut that down.
FNS is going to be told he has to be ready. They've already cleared through A main. They know that it is coming towards this B side, and FNS is the only one here. Does he just hold tower? Does he play patience? Might be the name of the game. They've got freedom. Aspas starting to wander.
Double flank though from NRG coming through tree.
But that's going to be a loss of life to Crashies. CT now open.
Les found one!
How did Les connect that? Cow and Zine still on the side. They know where the final player is. Cow and Zine up against Victor. 2 utilities still to play, but it's just the guns in hand. Victor, second bite of the cherry. He's been tagged up now. It's the trade out. 11 HP on Cow and Zine. The flash, it's found him. Victor trying to play around this, readjust to the side. Oh, he's got him. Victor is the victor in this one. NRG up to 4 now. And this mind game, this chess game is back and forth.
That shot from Les, he was dead to rights. Victor will retrieve the operator. But straight away, seeing the perfect adjustment from NRG. A beautiful setup to almost bait Loud into what's worked for them previously.
Wow. Wow. What a game.
Anything from Arcade. Or towards Dish, potentially. Might fault line off this boom, but once again.
They're both here. Oh, they're so stunned up. Crashies and Som in perfect unison. Right place, right time, and Loud left in tatters. Oh, Les again. This guy's firing on all cylinders. But this is surely too far. FNS just trying to play his life. He's buying time. And the spike is left a million miles away. Oh, and the adjustment, FNS. Ambitious with the judge. 3 more to go. And they are low HP.
Yeah, Summon Crashy's very low HP. Victor making his way back through tree, but have to show restraint here.
50 seconds to work with too. It is time to make something of this.
Trying to hide that operator as best he can.
Full utility kit to work with if he has the opportunity, but the double stack now down towards the underpass is a problem. And the next step could be fatal. Nothing on the first, and there's the second. NRG waiting. And the gap closing now. Loud not finding as many responses as they'd like here. Loud, it will be lacking pieces.
It really will. One of them being a weapon, a Guardian in the hands of 2Es, but 4 ultimates to work with. And this is potentially cause for concern, considering there's an 8.
So many ults to invest this time, though. But Artis is on the case. Oh, and he's walking on water. He's walking all over him. 2 huge kills. Surely he's dead to rights. And actually, they got some as well. Maybe it's not over just yet. What can Victor do? He actually avoids him. But Sadak denies. The ult's in place. It's a 3v2. After all that damage from Artis at the start, it's all for nothing.
FNS will be identified on this flak. So, both Crashes and FNS position known. Utility on the spike. And time ticking away.
Defuse the spike.
Haven't got time for this slow approach right now.
It's so hard to clear this. With utility on the site, what are you meant to do here? They've just got to run through the motions. Loud, if they keep their composure, they should take the lead into the half. Crashies sees the first potential target, but again, time is against them here. Working it down perfectly. FNS is just going to try and sit this one as best he can, and it's actually off. Hold on, there was a chance and it slipped away. Loud at 7-5. We'll be leading on this.
Things up and almost playing, defying logic in some rounds, just playing so unorthodox, and that's not really NRG's forte.
Oh, it's 3 players. No subtlety about it toward Arcade. 2Es getting temptation, but it's actually just Artis getting demolished. And it's just running. They're making a mad run for it, a mad dash over towards A. The other 2 holding towards spawn, seeing nothing, so they have to start being proactive. Sadak showing a little bit of patience here.
And Kawanzin, though, ready to play off this contact. Kawanzin, I don't think he actually has the fault line yet, so Sadak has to back away from this.
Sadak
just misses the nade. That could have been devastating.
Yeah, Crash is already down to 58. That would have been potentially huge. They get onto the site. The other hand, the time is actually good enough to catch one. It's a bit salty so far, a bit messy. Fought through by Tan. Kawanzin with the trade towards FNS. And that's fast. Taking it in the way of Loud. Soft stands. Cannot deliver. It's Kawanzin. Takes down Som. And Loud get the gateway forward now.
And Sideshow just alluded to this. This is massive for Loud to establish a lead here. Can they do it again? Can they convert this into a bonus? Which would be huge for them. I'm seeing light armors, I'm seeing SMGs.
Oh, Christ. Oh my God.
This could spiral out of control.
It could.
For NRG.
So precarious.
On this.
Pressure moments now. Loud could start tearing away this game. Sadak does get checked on here. Gets caught up too by that as well, but no one to close the gap yet. Kawanzin by his side. Artis and Victor towards that right side of the angle, though, already making progress. They might need to respect this.
I was going to say, now that they've seen there's a force behind this, Loud will back away.
Oof.
Big headshot, but Artis can't close that out just yet.
No, but it's quite equal footing here. Artis does find Kawanzin. Crashies! Takes away Sadak from the equation. Sights under wraps now, flying that NRG banner. The other 2 players who are over here have to respect this now. Sit towards that sand side. Spike planted. Artis is low HP, but again, you've got so many other bodies to get through to get to him.
There's no pressure coming towards main either here. Crashies might get isolated with the molly. Forced into a corner, but it's not. Yeah, it will catch him.
Oh my God.
2Es has got it.
Hold on. It ain't over yet. The 3 players from Loud trying to work out the 5 that was against them. Now just 4. 3-step towards the side. Victor spots 2. Comm's going to be made. They've got to be able to support him on this. Where's the rest of the team? 1 by 1. NRG are falling. 2Es tearing them limb from limb. But now just down to FNS and Artis. And he was already low. It's only FNS.
No way.
And Loud do the unthinkable. There's a 3v5. but the individuals from NRG just get torn asunder.
No way Loud have just got away with that. The molly comes so late from Som as well. Put FNS into such an awkward position. He has to come back to main. A gut-wrenching round to lose for NRG. And a big boom for Loud.
Act alone in some of these rounds. The ones that matter, ever present. And now pressure on NRG, starting to mount, but, well, Artist certainly up to the test. Anyone else willing to try and succeed in Cowan? No.
Oh my God.
He's got so much of a chance. Artist traded that, though. But they won out by Dish. So Aspas is still in this one. Oh, he's waiting. Anyone dare go for it? No. But he reads his fake so early on. This should be called out to less.
This has got a judge.
A demolishing hold. Demoralizing. After Artist somehow did wonders with that Sheriff. How do you get past less? He's just going to buy time. He's just going to be a nuisance as long as he can just buy a couple more seconds. Smokes really good. Gives him space to work. Oh, and only Artist can try. And try as he might, he doesn't get past Dewey's. It's double digits for Loud. Nails in the coffin of NRG. It's got to start now. That's what the timeout was for. And Aspas in early danger. Will be warded away, down to 53, still able to make that operator work, but has to respect the early investment and falls away from Dish.
Not rewarded initially, down to 53 HP as well. We'll back away from this. Actually, commitment from NRG behind it.
A little bit of a spam from Cowanzine, but not enough of a connection to really write home about anyway.
Eyes on less. Can he make it to Dish here? There's one member in the form of Crashies holding this down to prevent this retake ultimate.
There's the pop of 1-0. As much as the pressure is here, you're right. The big swing factor will be by Dish, and timing is everything.
Les
in
has got a judge.
Oh my word, Les. Surely he can't close this gap. She should now be on red alert. Nice. There it is. Main threat now eliminated. They have to deal with the rest that's coming towards the site. Yes, Sadak is close. But you've got to feel everything is now favorable towards NRG. And waiting in the back lines is Som. In case he has to pull that trigger, going to invest it now. Time now on their side, and Loud want to keep these weapons. Rifle, the Vandal going to be kept with 2Es. The Operator with Aspas. And 3 walking away with their lives and around for NRG.
Big one. For 3 to survive as well. Their own Rolling Thunder.
That one kill, truly essential to outcome, could have potentially changed how this looked. Judge not quite enough, but less right back into it. Still able to get a buy here. 2 judges, 2 Vandals and that Operator. And already proactive beginnings, Mike.
Doubling down, 2 judges now in the arsenal for Loud. Sadak playing very close up here with NRG happy to show presence very early on outside A main. A deep smoke. Cowanzine here in support. Should have that fault line coming back online shortly. NRG though, slipping towards the Operator of Aspas.
Precarious, dangerous. Waiting coiled like a viper. Oh my God, waiting to strike! Takes out Artist, takes up the head of the beast. And now NRG working with far less than before. The rest of Loud slip away slightly, not too far, still wanting to hold that A main control.
Victor found space on Dish though. That should give Crashies an opportunity to get across the site. 2Es, does he spot this out though?
I don't think he's seen Victor. FNS did find Sadak, so still winning the fight over by main. The pressure, whether or not they expect it, is going to be coming through by Sanders. 2Es expect this. Yes, Cowanzine turns well enough to get the trade at least. Cowanzine now locked in between.
Big
ultimate. A hard place.
Oh, they found the kill!
A quiet performance from Som, but when he needed it, he finds it. FNS already tenderized earlier on, down so low. Good trade for Som. And the 1v2, Aspas needs a rifle, gets it. But the ults are there. Som and Crashies both have round-saving ultimates if called upon. Som trying to play safety. Aspas gives away position, trying to check as he goes. And the players will hold a good crossfire here, draws the attention on one side. Crashies digging deep now for NRG. They are not out of this game yet.
It's only really the judges that ultimately are the demise of this A main hold.
God almighty, how?
And that's going to be so frustrating. A crucial kill to flip this back in NRG's favor.
Very much could be 8. See if anyone gets any opportunities, any slipperiness to be had. But now that early attempt at aggression gets warded away.
NRG actually very quickly in a position where they have a little bit of a cushion in terms of the finances here. Very loose hold here on B. But Aspas, a ton of information outside tree. Sadak and Cowanzine, likewise outside A main.
Oh, what a shot. Oh, this instantly nullified in that turret posing a threatening position for a moment there. Not going to get a second attempt at this though. Som going to take down Aspas. The site started looking far more secure. Nothing denying the plant. Looks like it's all through main. The threats. No, FNS not going to fall for that. And none of these looking too threatening just yet. Yes, that initial shot towards Ardis was a problem, but he's now able to kind of stabilize, sit back a little deeper. Should allow the cross to sight. Handled well. NRG up to task. 2Es. Still good damage. Needs a whole lot more to make this round actually a potential.
Some already set up with a molly as well, yeah. Still on the picture-in-picture coming through. Should allow NRG to hold on to pretty much all of these rifles.
An attempt.
Tried to body block it.
Bloody hell. Making a go of it for sure, but you all can hear the time. It is just dwindling. Yes, they're doing some damage on the way out here, but it won't be enough to change the course of this round. NRG pulling this game back in now.
Forget, actually, that first run of 3 rounds didn't really equate to much because it's level pegging now in the second half.
How much do they put to this? Oh my god. Oh, the flash is gorgeous from Victor. Opens up the A side, but will they expect the one player still here? Aspas, no, he's got 1. How long can he stand here and try and take the fight? He takes 1 with him. He's doing everything he can. It is a 3v2 though, in less than 2Es. Still have so much work to achieve. The ult is ready though. Buying seconds here. The lockdown considered, I think. Rolling Thunder gonna come back in, buying a couple of precious seconds, and the plant now attempted. There's the lockdown. Plant will not be denied by this, but that will deny the ult.
Again, a trade-off of ultimates here, and it almost locks Loud out of this site. 2Es and less. Still want to make a go of this.
They need a spark. They need something to ignite this round. 2 players on site, 1 above Som. Waiting on the swing here. There's going to be the investment of utility. It's done well too. He's still going to get 1. Oh, I thought he was going to snap to it. Not to be. And here comes the spiral rounds. Loud now needs to be
kicking themselves with that exchange of ultimates. This opening exchange was so close to going either way. The flash on the back of the boombot coming into the smoke and spotting Victor. And he's rewarded with 2 kills. Throwing the orbital strike out. FNS baiting out perfectly with the tap of the spike. And that's effectively the wind in the sails of NRG.
They need someone to have an over-delivery in a round. They need an Aspas round, they need a Sadak round, they need something to change the outcome here. Because so far, the ball's starting to really roll for NRG. Less though. Gonna take a wind out of their sails a little bit. Let's get away with just a tag into the loving arms of Ardis. Good trade for Sadak, it ain't over just yet.
Showstopper available.
And you're right, but FNS gonna take down Cowanzine. Good, keeping even numbers. Aspas takes it right.
Oh my god!
Aspas doubles down! Doing wonders, we said we need heroics, and maybe he's the hero they need! Loud! Out of nowhere!
How have they done that? What a ridiculous round when everything looked so good for NRG on the way in. Force a full repurchase and all those positives, Lauren.
Yeah.
That I was just talking about. The wind in the sails, the economy built up.
Keep farming these kids.
Ardis actually has to reconsider the operator because there's almost nothing behind this.
Knife's edge now. For NRG, almost knocking at the door and bringing it back all even. Revitalized maybe Loud now. Can look towards 12, but NRG not done yet. Still have something to say in the matter. Artist, quick work, fast work, less. Still alive. Artist tries to dice him up. The flash not good. This is sloppy. It's not working out here. Aspas delivers a missile to the brain of Victor. Speaking of missiles, Sadek's got one of his own. Oh my God, posts it, finds nothing. And now they're falling like flies. Some still standing, less than Tui's. Got an uphill struggle and a half. The spike's down and they've got everything they want here. Tui's barely got utility to work with. Less, not really much to be seen here. And NRG looking like they want to answer back in kind. Shoving it down their throats with 4 alive. And Less looking like he wants to slip away here.
Yeah, to at least scrape some weapons into the next, but what a response from NRG. Going toe to toe. Fighting fire with fire here on Fracture.
Brutal.
And they'll get double digits. Aspas 4,200, Sadak 4K. Kawanzine and Tui's going to struggle behind that. And again, it's right down to the wire. 1 round separating them now. Som's 33 HP after that showstopper as well. Sadak desperate to find. Repeat that thrifty success. A stinger in the hands of Kawanzine though.
Time to mull it over, consider before they stampede. It's only less than Aspas here. Could be a quick rotation from Sadak, but again, keep in mind, some of his purchase is not perfect. Aspas, perfect. Actually has a gap to work with here too. Out it is! Sent home! Sent away! And he wants more. Aspas hungering for it, fiending for it. And Sadak still got his side. FNS creeps. Oh, the timing. That could have been the death of FNS, but it's not over yet. Aspas is on the hunt. He wants blood. He wants FNS gone, and he's got him gone. Aspas digging deeper than before. This could be 12 on the board. Crashes though, finds 2 back in. And now Aspas and Sadak still standing, but not for long. Crashes. Is it all his to be had? Aspas getting closer step by step, but he's down so low. And time is against him. The chances are going as we speak. An operator recovered and he bows out of the round. This is going to be it. 11 to 11. It's all even.
I can't believe it's coming down to this. Loud will struggle to scrape anything together here. This should give NRG 12.
You can't say Aspas didn't try. My God.
He needed the ace to close that out.
What a terror he was throughout that round, but Crashies answered in kind.
Big response from NRG.
The best they've got is a Judge and a Stinger, a Spectre even.
No ults to work with.
Could be crumbling in front of their eyes. This could be so heartbreaking at 11-11 that if NRG finally take the lead here.
The only saving grace is it comes down to a purchase next round.
All
5 members of NRG looking to waterfall from drop here. A smoke from Tui's. There's clearance elsewhere on the map. Yeah, the penny has to drop, but
wait.
NRG.
Hold on. What a call this could be. Do they leave Artist to try and sell them a Fable?
The mind game's in play.
But Aspas hasn't left yet. There's still not enough that sold them on anyone else moving from the site. This should keep him present. There is still a chance here for Loud.
They're going to try and fake. They're going to try and draw the rotation with some utility here.
Oh, wow.
But Aspas, he's active. He's clearing tree. He's going to keep 3 members allowed towards A.
Who do we have here? Kawanzine still sitting
This
towards main.
This stun in the paint shell could be devastation. Actually, the paint shell built up a little early. 30 seconds left now, Lauren.
This is down to the wire. This is so pressured. 25 seconds. They have to make a move soon. There's no other option to it. It's time to go. Time to fall in towards the side 2Es. Is there anything that you've got? No! Overwhelmed. 12 is beckoning, but 12 seconds is all that they've got to get that plant down with nothing to stop it. We're in the post plant with 5 standing.
Still got that operator, but Aspas got to be conscious. He's going to find one. Crashes will fall here on the first peak. Loud are going for it.
But where's that next layer going to come from? How do you pry these players out of these corners, even with that operator?
Look at the discipline here from NRG.
Look at this dirty off angle from Som as well. Okay, one's dashed in, Victor ready for it. Oh, and it's perfection from NRG. It's 12 made, and the arena falls silent.
Down to this. Again, just, you can see some real positives here. The setup, the paint shell, the fault line, the molly. So many opportunities to stall that. The aftershock on top. Ever so slightly off with the timing. And NRG capitalize.
It's OT or it's GG. Loud facing down. A terrifying prospect now. In front of their very own. Falling short of the mark by
Look at the
potentially
gap on
one
B here.
round. Well, the ult's invested too. They're trying to chase down these two players, but Aspas, he's pushed up by Dish. He still has a chance to maybe be the game changer.
No
the
dash,
difference
though.
maker in this. No, he's just got to stand and fight. How much can one man do? Oh my God, maybe just enough to spray. He's praying for it. He's not going to get it. Artis answers. Another 4v4. Smoke in towards Sand, and they're going to try and burst towards this. Ult goes in. Going to keep him humbled. FNS holding them back here. Sadak goes down. The trade comes out. The spike now left loose on the ground. It ain't out of the woods just yet. A 3v3. And FNS maybe trying to slip through those smokes, but no, decides against it. Post-plant time. FNS, it's time! And the ult going to come up for the back of it too. He's just pulled so many problems in for Loud in a 2v3. They've got to put everything into this or it's done for. Kawazine, he's trying so hard for his side. And the 1v1, FNS.
Oh my God!
Kawazine keeping hope alive for Loud.
What a round! What a round from Kawazine. FNS post up a huge round from him to even get it to that point.
There's no way we're here. There is no way we're here.
What is that shot? Artis slapped on top side, the aftershock. And then the headshot to seal the deal. You can see the frustration.
You can hear the elation though. Christ, these new players are something else. How on earth did he just pull that off?
He's had such a quiet map as well.
Yeah, in the most 12 to 12, it's OT time between these two. And oh, ferocious start, but no blood drawn on either side.
Artis very active, looking for a second opportunity here.
Oh, he's going for it as well. He actually might press that corner, but timing is everything. And already they're on the site. Sadak's surrounded though. NRG instantly quelling the crowd, quelling that aggression. Kawazine less than 2. He's not having that chance now to step to site, but it's actually less to find Victor.
In front of a ton of damage onto Artis as well, forced him completely away from sight.
They've actually got site control to an extent here. A cap on the spike to draw the first fight, but they lose it. FNS this time will not miss towards Kawazine. It's less than 2. He
must have heard that jump.
Centimetre apart, really. The spike not the focus. They need a pick. There's just too many bodies, and they're falling. NRG look pissed off. They look mean about it. FNS individually, huge impact.
2 massive rounds back to back from FNS.
That's vengeance right there from the last one.
FNS hasn't been placing these aggressive traps. You can see how long it takes for Loud to realize they need to deal with that. Sadak punished for it. Artis as well, rewarded for his aggression early on. Aspas noted here, no operator.
No.
Tag comes through. He'll be stunned up, has to respect this.
He does get away, and he has support from Dish, though. He has 2 players up there, so he's certainly not alone here.
First time we've really seen this all-in A-main take from NRG.
Dirty angle from Kawazine. Sight now smoked, they're on the way. Spike in the hands, making it through towards sight. Plant's gonna come in, nothing to stop it, no utility to deny. It's down. Pressure starting to mount though. Trying to get away from the site just a touch, leaving Artis isolated, but that's fine by him. Holding towards main. How do they break back in this for Loud? These seconds passing are heart-wrenching. Artist with the first. Aspas finding the follow-up towards Som. It's a 3v3. Flash goes in. No one able to capitalize, really. They're stunned up here, but they still can't break through those back three. Less thinking about it, and now the time is to strike. He's taken down FNS, and now he takes them all down. We go again. It ain't over. Loud refuse to lose, and NRG once again must face the music and go back in.
This execute, first time we've seen it this well choreographed. This Aspas to be the deciding factor here from Loud, less to seal the deal. They just can't hold on to it.
And the pace is quite quick. Making no mistakes this time. Making
FNS spotted.
no subtlety. What? FNS still good for a kill. That's obscene to me. Victor already considered. This time, there's potency to this hit. They're clearing the site early.
Eyes on Ardis. And let's find this kill on the flank again. No, Ardis has punished it.
Oh my god, and that's potentially a huge avenue open, feeling surrounded. Is there any safety to fall back to for Loud? Time ticking, but getting ever closer. That's a problem. Cowan's in, Bird's alive! Som got it pinned towards default. Aspas tries to turn the flash, but Som there! That's the time for Som! That's his moment to shine. A quiet performance, sure, but the moments are hitting now with 14 made again for NRG.
NRG do such a good job. I was just crediting how well they utilize these smokes, how much they achieve behind them. And this time around, the util coming through forces this plant to be safe, forces Loud into a position where they have to commit towards his sight hold. And with Ardis punishing that flank, it's so difficult for them to hold on to.
Digging their way out twice. A third time now asked of them. Sadak, how much have you got in the tank now? An attempt made towards B. Ardis springboards off the back of the knife, tries to take the position towards tower. Less unrelenting, but will fall. The trade there for Sadak, and it's just mayhem towards the site. Loud is still getting bodies on the ground though. Cowan's in!
Oh my God!
Holds the line! And once again, it's FNS! This time in a 1v3. A tap on the spike. No one wants it. Oh, they've done it again! This game is bound to go on. Loud, how many times will they do this?
How is we're seeing here? A massive round from him.
God, this matchup between these two is just second to none. I don't care what finals we get. I don't care what tournament point we're at.
It sets the tone for both teams. Whoever continues here in Sao Paulo. Ardis.
Ooh.
Ever so slight miss on the operator this time around.
Oh, punished though. Could be held in place. No one there to close down on it, but Ardis calling for support now. Feeling that pressure, and he uses the smoke criminal, flies in, takes out Ardis, and now FNS. No way, no way, he finally falls. It's a 2-for-1 trade. A 4v3 now favorable, make it more. Crashies and Som. Insurmountable odds against them, but Kawanzin in trouble. We'll get at least a tag onto him, I think. But he's still standing, holding the way back through here. I don't know if Som and Crashies can find a way back into this. 2 on site, they get past. They take the lead. Loud, back with the upper hand.
It's such a fast and furious chance to convert. On the back of Aspas, he's so sharp. Ardis repositions perfectly. Aspas just walks out of his own cloudburst.
See the smiles creeping onto the faces. Quickly to be refocused and wiped off because there is still a task at hand here. They are not clear yet. And Aspas will be once again noted.
The switch up here might even be isolated, yeah.
Counter flash, yes, but nothing to make of it. Sadak on the swing, it's messy, but he will get FNS. It's actually Crashes to find Sadak. This is a bit of a problem. It's a 4v3.
Counting?
What? Oh my God! How did he get 2 there? He's made it possible. It's a 2v2. You can ask no more of that man, but 2 isn't less. up against Som and Crashies. Som's angle. Oh my god,
He got spotted in the smoke.
He slipped away. He's kept his life though. But they're both on the site. They're both cornered here. They only know of one. Tui's looking for that jump spot, finds nothing. The smoke's keeping them somewhat hidden for now, and that time slipping away. They've got to get a move on. And the swing, the double swing is perfect. Oh my god, this game! It refuses to end. It keeps going. 15
by Gen G. Scrap that.
Cowan-Zine, man, how did he turn
Was
that?
he 1 HP? It's just insane. The heroics on display from both teams here.
The highs and lows of this game. One player to make that difference here. And they are so equally matched. And once again into the breach they go. Loud bring themselves to the moment here. Crashies, Som, waiting, pressure mounting. They're over by Sand already. They've taken a whole lot of space.
Crashies found the opener. Sadak will fall. Loud have to find a response here. They're sat behind these smokes right now.
They have no idea about FNS, and look at the rotations, they're all in. They put full faith in Artis, and rightly so. He's holding down half of this map and surrounded, and the firing squad is called upon. It's Aspas gone. Oh, the follow-up flash is gorgeous. Good trade, but the numbers so favorable to NRG. This should be 16. Should be taking the lead. Les doesn't like that narrative. Oh my god, he's making damn good. Oh my god, oh my god, what on earth is going on? FNS, breathe a sigh of relief. There's still Tui's.
Got the spike.
40 seconds still as well.
If he gets the plant, he's got the orbital strike. Ardis reading this.
Yeah, he knows.
Can he catch him ahead of CT though?
There's
no smokes left for Tui's.
This is just bold. Tui's, hold your breath, try and make that cross.
Oh my god! He's so aware!
Out of nowhere from Tui's, and now a 1v1 and FNS is 4 HP. For the right place at the right time. FNS, get your gun out.
Oh,
Tui's!
Word! What are these rounds?
Up to the test time and time again. Look at this.
Was that a 2v5?
It was either 2v5 or 2v4. But if you're an NRG fan, you are in pieces, Tui's. Come on.
We talked about him and Cowan-Zine having the potential to pull one of these rounds out. And Tui's still delivering them here.
Out of this world. Big info off the back of that knife, though. Normally just noting one, just noting Aspas, for example, but this time seeing a whole different look here.
The Loud dig a little deeper here. Tempered aggression here in A main. Only less to hold down the fort here. NRG should be able to navigate away from that setup.
Shouldn't have lost that last round. Seen crazier things happen in this series, Mike. And away we go, off to the races. Les, first fight lost. NRG are in. The site, by all rights now, should be pretty safe. We know it, obviously NRG do not. They still need to go through the list. But this retake, who's waiting? It's going to be Crashies. He could greet them before the expected angle. He tucks in. Oh my god, Ardis goes down, but it almost plays into the back. Do they still check? Yes, they do. Sadak, brilliant heads-up play. Som, there to help him out, but actually, Crashies has fallen. Victor dives into effect, desperate to help him out, but backs away at the right time. Maybe just Tui's and Sadak to try and pull off again the unthinkable.
Still got a smoke. 24 HP here. Sadak has to lead the charge for Loud. NRG tucking in now.
Shot and a half, FNS, big work, safe pair of hands. Tui's at 24 HP, probably the death of him now. First player seen, second considered, we go again, Mike. It's separable by all rights, we can't say voice potentially.
I don't want to leave.
No,
I don't want it to
chain
end.
me to the desk. We'll keep going, I don't mind. Such violent delights between these two. Individuals out of character, step-ups from players. I mean, FNS has had it all. And once again, we go back in.
Sadak here to plant the seeds. Now, 4 members of NRG this side. Aspas will get close to this trap. There's a big gap in the defense right now for NRG. Deal with the trap and they follow through it. FNS could be isolated here, Lauren.
Yeah, and he is. mowed down into the blender. Sadak with a follow-up too.
And another.
Tell me where. Maybe straight through the smoke at this point. Looking for a response as Crashy. He's not gifted one though. Time to be purchased on the plant. Good utility there. Crashy's willing to dive in though, but the second round is gonna hurt. It's gonna chunk him down. That's fast. Huge round. Crashy's the only one alive, barely breathing. The walking wounded. And now to be the walking dead. Les closes it down the account and gives once again Loud the advantage. Series points.
One more shot to seal the deal here for Loud.
God.
What is that second?
Oh, that's unfortunate for Victor, isn't it, really? Feels
Rough
quite
scenes.
bad.
Rough scenes.
This is something else to me. Deep breaths for NRG. And hold tight for Loud. 17 rounds by their name. The one that's so evasive is now, but the rotation, the timing on this is massive. Yes, he'll note the trap, but that's fine.
I think he's far enough away to updraft. I think he has.
Yes, he is quick to this, and they are sitting deep. Don't want to allow any of these picks to come in. NRG will probably get a plant from this, but they will not be safe in these deeper post plants.
Roll your minds back. A full 5v5 retake previously for Loud in this very situation.
The tension building, the plant comes in, and they question the discipline.
Tagged up heavily on the flank. He has to peel away.
He does. Now it's meant to be a big factor here. Sadak, though, isolating Victor towards CT is massive. It opens up a way back in. Artist tries to give himself a little bit of a one-way to play with, but it's Som who's going to benefit as well. Less. Ooh, the timing! Crashies finds Sadak, and maybe it's all but done! Crashies and FNS, the last two alive! And they've got their work cut out to say the least. FNS, the timing ain't there, and it's over!
My God!